What's up, everybody? I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks Live. And today is Tuesday, March 24th. How's it going, everybody? Who we got here? Tomcat, DVS, Hurst, Just Another Guy in the Woods, Wheel Gauge, Dog Karma, Laura Ann, OG Tango. What's up, everybody? Glad to see y'all here. Hurst. Looking for my socks and my Geritol. You want tacos every day, Hurst. Those of y'all who weren't here last night, Hurst took the day off yesterday. So he's doubling up. He had the day off yesterday and today. Yeah, every day on this side of the dirt is a good day. Tyr is the ancient Norse god of war, justice, and legal oaths. That's pretty damn cool, Lake. Tyr, I'm trying to remember Tyr. Was that one of the Warriors 3? Oh, yeah, it took me a while actually to pick that intro song, OG. I went through a bunch of them. You know, they've got free songs, and you gotta scroll through thousands of them to try to find one that resonates with you. Sedition, what's up? Oh, you're grumpy as hell. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Doc, what's up, Doc? There he is. No, okay, yeah. Doc isn't here to the to the police, the authorities. So nobody's seen Doc unless you're providing an alibi. Seems like Doc and old man are always in need of alibis. Oh, all right, Lauren. You still working on the coffee? Your caffeine, your daily caffeine prescription? Oh, you worked 10 hours yesterday? Over last summer, I worked some long damn hours, 12, 14-hour days, trying to wrap up that tiny house. That was just insane. Yeah, Hurst, I've always been interested in Norse mythology, Heimdall and Odin, and it's just cool because Odin would visit Midgard, Earth, and you know, turn into like just this wanderer, this vagabond. But he always had ravens with him. Look up Doge from Venice and the Doge of today. Raziel, there he is. What's up, Roz? You sleep 4 to 6 hours? I sleep 8 hours every day, and then I feel good, you know. I mean, I can get less, but then I'm just dragging ass all day. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. So they have Thor's companions. That mostly what I know of, not necessarily from Hollywood, but from the comic books. Laik. In the comic books, Thor had his 3 companions. They were called the Warriors 3. Uh, should I forget their names now? That's why I was wondering if Tyr was one of them. I just assumed that that was part of the mythology, that's where the comics got it from. Oh, you drink coffee all day, Laura Ann? I know people who've done that. Some people are like that. They drink coffee all day. I drink 1 cup in the morning, and that's it. It's strange how some people are different like that. Some people drink coffee all damn day. Others just drink 1 cup in the morning. Oh, okay, Doc. Never been in trouble your entire life. See, I was building up this whole edgy outlaw persona about you, Doc. now, now, Doc just burst my bubble. I thought, I thought Doc drove a getaway car everywhere. You know what I mean? His daily driver is a getaway car. Now I find out he's just a normal dude like me. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with a little normal and boring, Doc. But hell, martial arts and cars, that's not boring. Yeah, Felix. What's up, Felix? Glad to see you here. Coffee and booze in the morning. Hair of the dog that bit you, buddy. Tripwire, there he is. Howdy, Trip. G'day, mate. Y'all didn't know I could speak Australian, did you? I'm a man of many talents. Yeah, I can speak Australian. I can even speak Britain, Irish, Scottish. Yeah, I can even speak Canadian. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Yep. Yeah, they were all related, except for Loki, right? Rex Chaoticus, what's up, Rex? Glad to see you here, man. Oliver Russ, there he is, Oliver. Hey, Felix, thank you. I appreciate that, Felix. And Raziel from last night, I just noticed it as I was closing down. Thank you too, Raziel. I appreciate that, buddy. Lola, good morning, Lola from Minnesota. Jeff 7. All right, getting all the rowdy company in here. Dark roast espresso by the thermal mug. My poison sedition is whatever the hell's on sale. That's what I drink, and that's the honest truth. If it's on sale, buy one, get one free. I like it. I love that shit. It drives my wife nuts. I don't like this coffee. It tastes all right to me. The price was right. Yeah. Your backup check for, oh, okay. Why, when they do a backup check for a firearm and it takes about a minute, they're always surprised about how clean you are. Oh, all right. Another straight lace. Laura Ann, we thought she was rowdy, thought she, now it turns out she's just a normal chick. Oh, all right, Doc. Five exhausts. Common issue, okay. Bad exhaust, all right. Lola's always thirsty. Fellow jerky, there he is, Brad. We ain't seen Brad in a while. Here, I almost forgot that there were cannibals running the world. Brad's here to remind us. All right, thank you, Brad. You're cheap too, Hurst. Yeah, yeah. I literally, and my wife can't believe it. Oliver, thank you, Oliver. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much, dude. I go from Winn-Dixie. I make a circuit, Winn-Dixie, looking for buy one get one free, then to Publix, and then if neither one of them have what I want and I can't get it buy one get one free, then I go and get whatever's left on the list at Walmart. Yeah. So because Walmart's got the absolute cheapest prices, but I don't think they have the best and healthiest products. So yeah, and my wife can't believe that either, because I do the grocery shopping. That's what I do every Sunday after our Sunday show, after our Sunday members only show. I go directly to Winn-Dixie, then Publix, then Walmart, then come back home, and my traveling is done for the weekend. Okay. All right, Sedition. They're pretty much the cheapest, but it lights the fire in the furnace. Yeah, dude. Oh, so you buy the beans? See, that's pretty damn cool. Buy the beans and grind them up yourself. I've tried that in the past, but then something went wrong with my grinder or something. I need a manual grinder. Need to find one of those. Wenjo, what's up, Wenjo? Slarty Bartfast. Yep, the cannibal money's worth less again. You're damn right it is. Yeah, Tomcat, we talk about the gods daily without realizing it. Yep. Yeah. Saturday is Saturn, the god of war. I think that's the Roman god of war, if I'm not mistaken. No, Saturn is the Roman like god of gods, equal to Zeus. Mars is the Roman god of war, equal to shit, now I forget. What's the Greek god of war? Yeah, Aldi's bottom out, Sedition, yeah. But they're they're keeping Winn-Dixie so far as I know. The brand, you know what I mean? I shop like a grandma. Yeah, 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 I'd fit right in with my grandma and our grandmas. Yeah, that's one way that people have me right. Well, not necessarily boomers, but I'm old in that regard. Shopping, I shop like an old person. No, October's Octavius. Yep. Now the months, from what I understand, are named after, and Octavius is one of them. The Caesars, Roman Caesars. Julius for July. Augustus, Aries. Yeah, Tripwire Aries. That's the one I was trying to remember. Yeah, Mars and Aries are the same god. The Romans adopted basically the Greek pantheon and just kind of renamed them as their own shit. Yeah, Mars is Roman Hurst. Living and active. There he is. Now we can finally get the party started. Yeah. Now that Living is here. What's up, Living? Hopefully you're having a good morning, dude. You shop like it's a timed event? Well, I try to go early in the morning so I can shop at my leisure. But when there are thick crowds in there, no, I'm spazzed out. I'm trying to get the hell out of there. Yeah. But when I go, the main obstruction is the people stocking the shelves, which is a pet peeve I have nowadays, because I remember, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember that stock boys and shit went in at night and they worked a graveyard shift and worked nights and restocked the shelves when the place was empty and closed back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. Is that just my memory going afoul, or now they're stocking shelves with these big damn racks and shit they're pushing when people are trying to shop. It just a pain in the ass, pisses me off. But oh, Thor and the angel Michael have similar mythology. Ah, that's interesting, Rex. I didn't know that, dude. Okay, the cube represents Saturn and also a soul prison. Okay, that's pretty damn cool, OG. Bearded Care, what's up, cuz? Glad to see you here, man. Talking about uh, ancient mythology, Greek, Roman, and Norse mythology. Talking about shopping at Walmart and how cats domesticated humans. What was that you said earlier, Bearded? You sent me that link about how cats kept away art. What was it? What was it, Bearded? Bearded just sent me a link saying that cats kept away something, and I haven't had time to look it up yet. Um, but Jesus said that cats kept away like demons or something out of your house. Tell me, say what that was, Bearded, if you don't mind. That was pretty damn interesting. Yeah, Lorraine, I think that's what I do, but that's just the only time. That's as early as I can go on Sundays. When Walmart was open 24/7, all I did was shop at Walmart back then. I was in my 30s, and I'd go at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and it would just be completely empty. That was back before self checkout and stuff, but they'd be, one cashier and just standing there, cleaning her nails and shit. And I just buzzed through there. It was awesome. Incoming boomer rant. Yeah, Hurst. Yeah. Archons. Okay, archons. That's what cats are supposed to keep out of your house. Archons. I don't know what the hell an archon is. That's over my head. Bearded Care sends me stuff that's just over my head. I have to look this shit up. Sprinkle, what's up, Sprinkle? Glad to see you here. Good morning. Yeah, glad to see you here, Sprinkle. Glad you could make it. There she is, Carmen. What's up, Carmen? She-Hulk. Glad you could make it. No way, Brad. Egypt mummified millions of cats. No shit. I did not know that, Brad. That's very interesting, dude. Cats keep away bad spirits, Lola. I've heard that. They're like other dimensional creatures or something. Cats are, I don't want to say creepy, but almost on a paranormal level, right? I mean, they're sweet, they're nice. We all love Yara, even though we've never seen her in real life. But still, they're otherworldly. Not, I don't want to say, make them out to be creepy or something, but they're like almost on another plane of existence at the same time. The Watchers, Felix, yeah. Yeah, Brad, that's what I want to do is grocery shop in my garden. Yeah, I'm trying to get there, dude. Seriously. Right now I've got peas, lettuce, sweet peas for my like sugar peas or whatever. You just cut them up and put them on your salad and eat them raw. That kind of peas. Um, Sunflowers, tomatoes. I tried to save a tangerine tree we were cutting down over there, and saved as much of the root as possible, and I brought it home and sunk it in the ground. And I had to stuff it in my van. Yeah, but I got it over here, and it's in the ground. The leaves are wilting, but I'm hoping they'll spring back up. I don't know if it'll survive or not, but I couldn't just destroy the damn thing. That's one thing I have I don't know, a soft spot in my heart is for trees. especially fruit trees. I just love, I don't know, the concept of fruit trees just growing and giving you food forever. I just think that's awesome. Loran, cats keeping away evil is in almost all folklore. Okay. Yeah, and you hear that in most, right? Most folklore, yeah, now that I think about it, now that you said it, Loran, yeah. Get a cat or a dog, yeah, Lola. If you want to know your place is haunted. Archeron's dark entity. Yeah, they stare and bark at nothing. Cats were revered in ancient Egypt. From Greek. The builders of the physical universe. No shit. Oh, okay. She loved the Powerpuff Girls edition. Yeah. Yeah, kids are awesome. Yeah, DVS, me too. I heard that too my whole life. Cats steal baby's breath. Yeah, I think it's because cats. I was told logic. The logical explanation for that is because cats like milk, and they would try to lick the milk off the baby's mouth, and that's kind of where that came from. Try not to turn green, Carmen. All right, me and Carmen have a something in common. We both like She-Hulk. I used to collect She-Hulk comic books when I was a kid. Sedition. Echoed all over the store. That's awesome, Sedition. Yeah. Wonder where she learned that word from, Sedition. Everybody knew. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that before too. Sprinkle cats are also known as familiars. Yeah. Now, that with our own experience, it's a cool thought. Now, think about this. Cats were known as familiars and associated with witches and evil and shit, right? And all this. Now, through our own experience, I've learned recently that the rock, the rock on symbol, was associated with evil and devil and shit, right? Satan. But originally, its actual origins were to ward off evil. It's to ward off the evil eye. It was good, actually good thing. A pure and good, as opposed to evil. So I wonder if cats were demonized in the same way by the powers that be, the same way that the rock on symbol was demonized. All right? Because now you see this, and even me, I see that, and I can't help but think of devil horns and shit and all that. And it's ridiculous. I know better. I know better. I know what it means. I do it all the time. I do it in every episode. I know it means rock on, and now I've learned recently that it's warding off the evil eye. So that how much of the stuff that's tabooed in our society has been actually started out as good by the common people, but got tabooed and turned common people into witches got them burned at the stake because they weren't falling in line, this kind of shit. It makes you wonder, makes you wonder about how much the powers that be influence what we think of as good and evil. The King of Cuba, what's up, Arnis? Glad to see you here, man. They knew you were pregnant before you did, Lauren. That's cool as hell. Sparrows tell us a newborn spirit has arrived. No shit. That's interesting. See how much of that stuff has been, how much of that stuff has some truth to it, right? This old wisdom. How much of the spiritual world and all this stuff that humanity figured out throughout the ages have just been demonized. I'm not saying we all get, start listening to larks and cats and shit, but there might be something to that. I've always had an open mind to all that stuff. Yeah, the goat's head, Arnis. Yeah, the goat's head, devil horns, all that stuff they call it. But it's got nothing to do with its actual origins and its actual usage. This did not begin with Satanism. Had nothing to do with Satan or the devil ever. Not in practical use. Now, the mainstream society claimed that, but it was never true. You're pro dog? Yeah, I like dog. I like cats too, though. Just cats are a little more standoffish and stuff. They're either completely standoffish and don't want to come near you, or they want to be all over you. Oh, she was your wife's familiar, Roz? Yeah. I like cats, but for me to really connect with a cat the way I do with dogs, it's got to be a certain cat. Just not every cat I just fall in love with. You know what I mean? Palm towards you is devil horns. Palm away is the protection thing. No, I've never heard that before living. That's interesting, though. Uh, Around a dozen feral cats every day, Jeff. You've never been without a cat your entire life, Loran? Yeah, we need to find another good cat. Our last cat died a few years ago. Uh, and she was just the best cat. Yeah. I don't know. We tried to replace her one time, but it just didn't stick. Only good cat is a barn cat. Okay, originally represented the four seasons in the southern hemisphere. Oh, according to rumor anyway. All right, living. Oh, Felix, yeah. I didn't know if y'all would see that, Felix. The crossbows. they they YouTube keeps pushing that shit on me. Oh, tag this, tag this, tag this, and all that Chanel and Nike and all that bullshit. So I was looking on there before, when I was doing the live stream, and it said products or whatever. So I clicked on it, and then it said search. if I want to search for something. So I typed in crossbows, and a couple of them came up. So I just tagged them. Yeah, I just wanted to see if it would work. I don't know. Yeah. So maybe I'll tag some some zombie killing utensils on every live stream from now on, if I can remember to. But I thought it was pretty cool. And if somebody looks at it and buys a crossbow, I'd probably make 50 cents or something. Yeah. Yeah, Tripwire, there's a good damn example. Cats killed for being witches' familiars, rat population rises, black plague kills half of Europe. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, twist the story and you have a new story. Yep. Yeah, just before the plague broke out, the church was telling everybody to kill their cats. Got overrun with rodents and that caused the plague. Yep. Well, there you go. And it's never. Am I frozen? Oh, come on. Let me see if I'm frozen here or what. Am I back yet? Yeah, it's YouTube with their bullshit. I don't know if I'm back yet. Oh, okay, so y'all can hear me. All right. Okay. YouTube just spazzed out on me. What a pain in the ass. All right. So I was just informed in my video back. There we go. Okay. Maybe that's. I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing. My 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 Wi-Fi, my signal connection is fine on my end. YouTube is just being a little bitch. So we'll just keep going. Um, okay, y'all, we're going on. Jesse's on the screen silently judging you. Hurst. Yeah. Okay, sound, no vid. All right. I think we're back. Blame the cats, Roz. Yeah. Um, like I said, it's just YouTube spazzing out. Yeah. Though old Agent Smith just logged in somewhere following Brad Davis, probably. Yeah, watch your email. Didn't see my mouth move at all. Yeah, church. And that's how I am, Lauren. I really just, and as y'all know, for people who might not be regular viewers of the channel, I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. Okay, I'm just inviting you to think with me. Think what's best for you. Figure out what's best for you. But think about it. Don't just blindly follow the herd. Don't blindly follow the media and the bullshit. Right? Um, think it through. But for me, I went through the structured religion thing as a younger person, and it just wasn't for me. I just couldn't get into it. I tried, but I just couldn't do it. So not with my logical brain. I can't do the whole thing where you hold one thing in your head and then also the exact opposite opposing idea in your head at the same time. Contradictional fallacy or whatever it's called. Um, I just can't do that. I'm unable to do that. So I had to figure out my own way. And yeah, Light Day. I wish I was blowing up the internet. What's up, Light Day? You snuck in here on me. Maybe when I was glitching. Presidential Touch, what's up? Glad to see you here. But I just had to figure out my own way. A lot of that had to do with the satanic panic and those televangelists and shit, watching them, all with the cocaine and the hookers and all that, in my teens, and just getting jaded by that shit, and some other more personal experiences I had with organized religion, and I just had to back away from it completely and figure out how to have a relationship with God and be a moral person on my own. Um, so that's where I'm at with that. I consider myself a Christian, but most Christians who go to church every Sunday would not. They would not. They would probably call me, uh, like satanic or something, because I don't read the Bible, and I don't believe in the Bible and stuff. Not necessarily don't believe in the Bible. I believe in a lot. I believe the Bible has a lot of truth in it, but how everything is the devil and Satan's influence and all that. That's why I try not to influence people on any of this shit, because that is the big argument. Oh, you're trying to get people to stray away from the church. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Go to church. Go to church if that's your thing. I wholeheartedly endorse people going to church if that's your thing. But for those of you who that's not your thing, you can still be a Christian, and I'm here to um, to confirm that. All right. So I'm not trying to convince people not to go to church. I'm not some uh, influence, some devil worshiping influence or something, try to get people to stray from the church. Nope, nope, not me. Can't put that at my feet. Go to church if that's your thing. And I see that a lot more with Gen X. I see a lot of people who agree with me, who tend, to lean in the same direction that I do, away from organized religion and into more personal, more personal relationships with God and Jesus and that. So I think that a lot of us have that in common, and there's nothing wrong with church as a rule. It's just individuals. Some individuals have problems with the whole thing. A bag of weed and a little LSD. Folding ladder. What's up? Folding ladder. Yeah. You don't need cocaine and speed and all that shit, dude. Oh, okay. Sprinkle, you were raised Mormon? Yeah. Yeah, sitting in there and looking around and really trying to figure it out. If you're a real thinking person and looking around, sitting on a pew and looking around trying to figure out what the hell is actually going on, it's a difficult thing to do. Yeah, he would write his laws on our hearts and minds. Yeah, DVS. Yeah, yeah, that's got a lot of meaning there in it for me anyway. And I firmly believe that people can be religious and be Christians and be moral, upstanding people without the help of organized religion. But I believe a lot of stuff is possible that most people would say is completely um, impossible. Folding ladder. God understands that a farmer needs to be in the fields. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Sprinkle. Yeah, me too. Me too. You won't put anything in your nose without a prescription, Hurst? Oh, yeah, Rex. Humans have more rules than God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, love God, love thy neighbor. Yep. And I boil it down to, Rex, I boil it down to this. There is only one rule. There's only one. And if you think about it, it's true. Do God's will. Period. End of story. If you're doing something messed up and you know it's not God's will, you're wrong. Flat out wrong. If you're doing something and it is God's will, you're right. So that's it. So that's the struggle. We have to figure out what God wants from us, and I think it's instilled. I think we know. You know, I you get a feeling when you're doing something wrong, when you're screwing somebody over, even slightly. When you tell a little white lie to your spouse or whatever, just even to try to protect them, you know, you have a twinge of guilt. You know it's wrong, and that is God's will. You know you're going against God's will. I don't need some evangelist on TV to tell me, um, after he's done telling me to send him money and shit, to tell me what God's will is. God tells me. God, I know God's will, and sometimes I don't know until after I've done the stupid thing. But still, I learn from those mistakes, and I try not to do the dumb shit again. Oh yeah, we could do some Old Testament on some folks. Yeah, yeah, Hurst. A church like a big Viking hall. Yeah, yeah, dude, that would be awesome, Roz. Yep. Yeah, exact. Okay, Sprinkle. Yeah, those that tell us to love others and not judge. while in the same breath telling you that those without the same beliefs are going to hell. Yeah, that's hypocritical. And I've actually had these conversations with people, and what about? And I asked them, what about all of the Native Americans who lived and died for thousands of years in America before Christianity got over here? They're all just burning in hell, even though they were good people, did right by their families. They're burning in hell now. Oh well, and they come up with all kinds of bullshit excuses. Uh, you know, for for to explain that away, but nothing real, because it doesn't jive with organized religion. It just does not jive, right? So they've got to come up with all kinds of crazy reasons why. Come up with crazy reasons why the dinosaurs existed, and or they just flat out don't believe in dinosaurs. That's all fake. They dig them up out of the ground. Normal people stumble across them and find these huge bones, you know, skulls and shit. But it just gets explained away with nonsense a lot of times. To bear your cross basically means to stop doing what makes you happy. Where's Kraft? Kraft, there. Hey. Yeah, love thy neighbor means everyone, Kraft. Yeah. Um, and that is the most difficult um, thing Jesus told us to do. That's the one I have the most problems with, right? Is love thy neighbor. I really have issues with that. It's difficult for me to love some of these people. But I'm trying to get over that. But like I said, Jesus commanded us to love thy neighbor, so I'm trying to, and I know that that's God's will. God wants me to love my neighbor. Um, but if y'all look around, just look on the internet and see how these people act, what these people are trying to do to humanity, how gullible these people are, and the direction they're taking our entire Western civilization. Uh, it's absolutely absurd, and it's hard to love someone who is trying to destroy your culture and your civilization. It's really difficult, but I try. Yeah, Sprinkle. Love all that exists and try to treat others as you would like to be treated. Yep. And I have there is a small problem with that breaks down a little bit, because I have issues with that with my wife at home, because I'll treat her the way I would want to be treated, and it just she gets offended and gets all upset and stuff. Why would you do? Well, I would want that's what I would want you to do. If I were in your shoes, that's what I would want you to do to me, or for me, or whatever it is. But so different people can rub each other the wrong way by treating each other the way that they personally would want to be treated, and I know that through personal experience. So you can get tripped up on that a little bit, not majorly, but it's a good rule of thumb, though. You know what I mean? It's just when you get into deeper relationships, that can cause a few bumps in the path. Yeah, folding ladder. Perhaps all known religions are off the mark. Uh, Still be sitting alongside Muslims, Native Americans, and Hindus who all worship the same God unknowingly. Yeah, and that's interesting to think about. Maybe if you follow each religion back, go back through time, they all converge you know, at a single point. Yeah, there was no mention of hell in the 1500s. Yeah. And the word hell comes from Norse mythology, that she's Odin's daughter, if I'm Thor's sister, and she's the ruler of the underworld. It's not the name of the underworld, it's the name of her. It's her name. She's the ruler of the underworld, the land of the dead. So we adopted that from Norse mythology, that concept of hell. At least the word of it, you know. Yeah, yeah, hers, lots of nature follows a set of rules. Yep. Treat others as you would want others to treat your children. That's that's interesting, Laura Ann. That's a good way to think of it. Yeah. Joe, what's up, Joe? Oh, you got to do yard work at 7, Felix? There's a few commandments you haven't broke. Hurst. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple there that I'm still strong on. Yeah. The last deity that was born of a virgin mother. Yeah, there were many before him, right? Yeah, luckily the heart cells don't go to war with the lung cells. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kraft. The Bible has been modified and changed over hundreds of years. Oh, you have the lost books? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Gen X, Tomcat, yeah. We all suck at being Christians. And that's just the honest truth. But we're told that. God knows that. We're all going to make mistakes. It's human nature to make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're going to hurt each other. We're going to hurt ourselves. We're going to disobey God. We're going to do all of the things that we're not supposed to do because that's how you learn. We said it, but you take a different concept. You learn through failure. You don't learn through success. You can stumble, fall bass backwards into success and not learn a damn thing. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know how I did it. Just, hell, it just happened. You know what I mean? But if you fail 20 times, I always go back to, who was it? Edison, I think. Thomas Edison. I always get these guys confused, but Thomas Edison, I think, trying to invent the light bulb. And somebody interviewed him after he invented it, and he was telling him, it was like my 101st time or something. I had tried these different filaments, and finally, by the 101st, I got it. He tried human hair and just all kinds of different things as filaments. And the reporter asked him, "How could you keep going? What is it? What is it in your mind or whatever that allowed you to keep going after 100 failures? What made you think that you would succeed after, on your 101st? What, like that's some kind of superpower or something?" And Thomas Edison told him, "I didn't fail 100 times. I learned 100 ways that didn't work, 100 ways not to make a light bulb." And that, if you apply that logic to religion, it makes perfect sense. We're here to learn, and the mistakes we make are learning experiences, not necessarily failures. Okay, at the end of the road here that we call life, the lowliest bum could be, could have made it through with the highest score, and Elon Musk, barely scraped by with a D minus, spiritually speaking, if we were graded spiritually. So yeah, yeah, Arnis, that's kind of where I've boiled it down to, is the message that Jesus taught. And we can argue about whether he was really the son of God or whatever. None of that matters. The message he taught, I think, is the purest and most honest way to live life, right? And he did. If you go back and read what he actually said, a lot of it's been twisted and manipulated into all this other shit to try to get your money and all this stuff and get you to do all these things. You read what the man said, and only what he said, and you'll come away with something different. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Edison held a metal ball in his hand to wake him up. I read that too, Hurst. That's awesome. Yeah. He'd be sitting there in his chair, and the metal ball would hit the ground and wake him up. Yeah, that's awesome. Because he had his best epiphanies or whatever just as he was falling asleep. So he would wake up and he would write that shit down. Yeah. No shit. Presidential touch. I did not know that. They call it WD-40 because it took them 39 failures to get it right. No shit. I did not know that. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. Yeah, Edison learned 1,000 ways to steal patents. Yeah, yeah, Hurst. Yep. Yeah, human experience, good, bad, and the ugly, all with a smile. Yeah, craft. I think so. Yeah, we're good at pattern recognition. Maybe just because of the time and the way we grew up. Yeah, yeah, DVS. He sat with sinners, tax collectors. Look at the shit he did and what he actually said. Take that out of the context of everything else, and you get a different picture. Yeah. No, I don't know. Me too, Hurst. If you look at it that way, I know a bunch of useless information, which my brain refuses to serve up to me when I need it. That's the bad part about my brain. When I want to talk about it and expound upon it or whatever, yeah, my brain just refuses, like a stubborn mule, just locks up. No, no, no. Yeah, we know it. Yeah, it's down there, but no, we're just not going to give it to you right now. Yeah, and I've been that way my whole life. I don't know why. Yeah, well, it's addition. Heinz 57, what the other 56 tastes like. Yeah, I bet there were some bad ones in there, dude. Yeah, forgiveness and love. Yeah. And that is part of what led me to my expedition on forgiveness and realizing that forgiveness of self is the most important. That it's the starting point. You can't truly have forgiveness unless you learn how to forgive yourself. And I don't know how to explain it other than once you figure it out, you'll know it. You'll know that you've truly forgiven yourself, and then you'll realize that you can forgive other people. Until then, you can say the words, "Oh, I forgive you. Yeah, I accept your apology." But the forgiveness is not inside you until you learn how to truly forgive yourself. Once you do that, there's a spiritual or a mental shift that happens inside you, and that's the best way I can explain it. And it's so worth doing and spending the time on trying to figure out how to do it. It's really important. It has been in my life, put it that way. I don't know, maybe it won't mean shit to you, but it meant a lot to me. Yeah, quantum entanglement. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna go down that road trying to explain that shit. Coca-Cola removes tar from cats. Wenjo, that might come in useful one day, Wenjo. Thank you so much. Yeah. Gen X is uniquely attuned to the way of God. We have learned on our own without influence. That's why God loves Gen X. Yeah. That's awesome, Trip. Yeah. And I agree. Like a boomer. Yeah. I'm a boomer. You're a boomer. Wouldn't you like to be a boomer too, Mr. Hurst? Raziel calling me a boomer. What the hell? Ten times the water than data centers? I don't know about water, Wenjo. What I've heard is that's the thing. That's the hurdle they're trying to cross, because they have to keep these things at like near absolute zero. So, and water would not do that. You have to have, liquid nitrogen or some shit. And then it's the process of doing it. These things have to be so damn cold. So I don't know about that. I have to look that up. Yeah, yeah. They shun Jehovah's Witness. Where's the love and forgiveness in that? Yeah. That's, again, the Amish are organized. It's an organized thing. Jehovah's Witness is organized. That part of religion, I can't get behind. Some of it is good, organized religion, of course. Some of it is good, just like everything else. Yes, sprinkle. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You don't forgive others for their sake. You forgive others for your sake. Once you get that, everything changes. I forgave my father for all those ass whoopings and the drunken beatings and shit. 10, 15 years after he died is when I finally figured out the secret of forgiveness. It's like the riddle of steel, the riddle of forgiveness. And I'm not even being, trying to make a joke there. It's like the riddle of steel. Um, Once you figure that out and figure out that it's not for the person's sake. My dad was dead for 20 years or whatever it was. He'd been dead for over a decade at least when I finally figured it out. So it didn't help him in the slightest. I did it for myself. It's not being true forgiveness is not a blessing upon others. It's just a shifting inside yourself and a healing inside yourself. It's hard to explain. Yeah, I'd have to really sit down and think about it. Trying to talk about it off the cuff like this is difficult, especially with a brain like mine. AI reached general intelligence yesterday morning. Laura Ann, how do you know that, Laura Ann? Explain that to me. How you know that? Tell the jelly freaks who get engaged enraged by it to kick rocks. Yeah, Sprinkle, kick rocks. That's a good saying from back in the day. Kick rocks. I like that one. Good nostalgia. Peanut butter gets the gum out of hair. Scissors gets the gum out of hair too, Hurst. That's what my dad used. He used scissors. Yeah, all that peanut butter and shit. Yeah, no. Peanut butter was expensive. Oh, you heard about it reading this morning, Lauren? Okay. Yeah, that's not saying much, Lauren. Yeah. Yeah, Tripwire. That's my thing. People are afraid the big fear of AI that it's gonna become sentient and shit. It doesn't need sentience to become a danger, and I don't think that it can be sentient. In all honesty, see, there you go, Sedition. Keep carrying them grudges, dude. Yeah, yeah. What that Red Dawn, Sedition. All that hate's gonna burn you up, kid. And then the kid says it keeps me warm. Yeah. Yeah. All right, everybody. Our time is up. Let's see. I'm going to say goodbye to Brad, Doc, Gen X, Tomcat, Mr. Hurst, Raziel, Winjo, Tripwire, The Presidential Touch, The King of Cuba, Sedition, Sprinkle. Did I say Tripwire already? Felix the Cat, Laura Ann, DVS. Who else we got here? Y'all know I like saying goodbye to all of you. I don't know if me sitting here, Craft, sitting here going through the names like this is irritating for some of you, but it's part of my routine now. DVS, OG Tango. So I apologize if it's a pain in the ass watching me go through these, but I like saying goodbye to everyone because I truly appreciate your time, and you took the time to hang out with me and discuss some important shit. Jeff 7. So I like to thank each and every one of you, if possible, personally, not just thanks everyone, goodbye. Okay, so I think I might have gotten folding ladder. No, I almost missed folding ladder. That would have been a crime against humanity to forget folding ladder. All right, now I think I got everyone. If I missed your name, Living and Active, Light Day. If I missed your name, I apologize. But, Bearded Care, I almost forgot my own damn cousin. What the hell? Rex Chaoticus. Carmen was here. She-Hulk. Extraordinaire. All right. So, if I missed your name, I apologize. I try to get everyone. I truly do. But I appreciate it. And today, for the spiel, I know y'all are just dying to hear the spiel. But today, I am... Oh, yeah, before I do that, tonight, for those of you who weren't here last night, tonight I may miss tonight's live stream. I may have to work late. We've got a container being delivered, and it may not be delivered until 8, and my live stream starts at 8. Our live stream starts at 8. So I might not start it, or maybe I'll start it late. I don't know. But just don't be surprised if I don't do a live stream tonight, okay? So nothing big happening, just container dropped off late. Or they might wait and decide to drop it off tomorrow morning, and nothing will change. All right, so as far as the spiel dedication, we have a new member who I have never seen in the comments, but she's been watching the channel and cares enough about what we're saying and Gen X Thinks to become a member. So I'd like to thank Gentilly Girl. And this live stream is dedicated to Gentilly Girl, or this spiel rather. This spiel is dedicated to Gentilly Girl. She's never in the comments. I don't even know if she'll see this. Don't know, but hopefully she will. Hopefully she's watching right now. And just like all the others, you know, all the people who don't get in the comments but still give their support through watching and in this case actually becoming a member, even though she's never left a comment. So I just want to thank her and everyone like her. Chaz, what's up, Chaz? So straight out of 1988, this spiel is dedicated to Gentilly Girl. Thank you so much, Gentilly Girl, for your support. And you are invited to our members only live stream Sundays at 6 a.m. All right. As always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one. Damn, I thought that guy would never shut up. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there, or you can head over to buy me a coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. I appreciate those of you who do that, and I'll leave that link down in the description as well. If you're interested in Gen X gear, we got some pretty cool stuff over there. Redbubble, Gen X Thinks, and Gen X branded stuff, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. That's where I got my Thundar the Barbarian t-shirt. But I'll put that link down in the description too. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out one hell of a lot, so thank you very much to those of you who do that. Also, we have the Discord channel now, so if you want to continue the discussion over there on Discord, I'll put that link down in the description as well. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you who support Gen X Thinks with your time or your money. It's all appreciated. I value your time just as much as I do anything else, so thank you, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you.